Yo, what's good, internets? I'm Reggie Ossé, and this is a Mogul Cameo featuring N.O.R.E. Now, for those of you who don't know your late 1990s hip-hop, N.O.R.E. was part of the popular rap duo Capone-N-Noreaga, and he had a huge solo album in 1998 entitled N.O.R.E., N-O-R-E. Chris Lighty was N.O.R.E.'s manager back in the day, and he briefly appears in episode 4 of Mogul. We recorded a much longer interview with him, though, and I've got a few clips I want to share. But first, a little bit of context. So these days, N.O.R.E. is a podcaster, and he hosts a popular show called Drink Champs that he records in Miami. The premise is simple. His guests come in, they do an interview with N.O.R.E., and they drink, and I'm talking real drinking. Not just a couple of beers, people get lit. And before I interviewed N.O.R.E. for Mogul, he had me appear on Drink Champs, which means that when we sat down to talk, we were both drunk, man. And even when we started recording, the alcohol kept flowing in.
The whole office. Oh, God damn it. I smell that's Moe, or what's that? Bel Air? Yeah, let's get that Bel Air go popping. So,
Okay, so this was not your average studio interview. We were in this kind of like warehouse where N.O.R.E. records his show, and we were surrounded by his entourage, and weed, of course, is billowing in the air. But even though this wasn't your standard interview setting, there were still some really great moments. One came when my producer, Matt, asked N.O.R.E. to explain what it was like to go to the Violator offices.
But tell us a bit more about what it was like to hang out there, what an average day would be like in the Violator offices.
No. Listen. The original Violator offices, I want to do a sitcom about it right now. No, I'm dead serious. The original Violator offices, it was in Def Jam, but it was his own shit. So you could roll dice there, you could buy weed, you get your hair cut. And that's where I fell in love with the industry, because I always thought industry niggas were suckers, because that's how people told me. It's like, when you go to jail, they're like, anybody who asks you what you in here for, snuff them. Like, all right, cool. So it's pretty much the same thing. So I got in the industry, I'm like, all right, I just want to shoot people anyway. Like in my hood. So I'm in the industry, and they was like, yo, all right. Well, then I went to Rush. At that time, it was Rush Management. And you see Russell Simmons walking around with yoga pants. This is back in the days, though. Like, he had flip-flops on, and then, give the key to Chris Lighty, and Chris Lighty, he went around, and it's like, damn. And these niggas, like, it's everything going on, but this is not the hood.
It's a safe place.
This is a super safe place. And then I'm like, yo, where the weed at? The nigga's like this. The weed nigga sitting there like, I got it. Come on in. He's smoking, and it's like, wow. This is so fucked up to say. Because I've been fell in love with the music of hip hop. That's when I fell in love with the culture of hip hop. I know it's fucked up to say.
Another one of my favorite moments arrived when we were talking about what made Chris such a special manager. Now, to fully get the point N.O.R.E.'s making about Chris Lighty, you need some knowledge of the TV show Entourage. It's about an actor called Vinny Chase, and one of the other main characters is his agent, this cat called N.O.R.E. Gold. You'll hear Matt again here.
So you guys both met him. I've heard a lot about him, but I never met him.
Right.
What was he like? If you're just explaining to somebody like me who's never met him before, what's the guy like? And can you think of a story that sort of illustrates that?
Entourage. You ever seen N.O.R.E. Gold on Entourage? You never seen N.O.R.E. Gold?
Well, it's the TV show, right?
Yeah, well, you need to go in there and go do your research, because if you look at N.O.R.E. Gold, that's what he is. But then if you look at N.O.R.E. Gold only had love for one client. And what's that client?
I didn't watch that.
You didn't watch the show because you're a foul.
I know what it is.
Vinny Chase.
Okay, and now exactly. That's what Violator was for Chris Lighty. He had all these other goals, but every artist that was signed to him was Vinny Chase.
His favorite artist.
Was his favorite artist. It was Vinny Chase.
That's crazy.
So listen what I said. You gotta.
The artist of his was his favorite.
Was his favorite artist. So listen. Because he made everybody feel like they was the most important. So that's the reason why I broke it down like that. I could have said, I'm Vinny Chase. I could have said 50 Cent was Vinny Chase. I could have said Missy Elliott was Vinny Chase. But that's not what it was. He treated every other business like how he had, Like the football. Remember N.O.R.E. Gold? He wanted football. He wanted to invest in restaurants. He wanted to, fuck his wife better. He wanted to do whatever. But
His crew.
this the reason why Entourage is invented. Because Ari Chase loved Vincent Chase. Ari Gold, loved Vincent Chase. So that's what Chris Lighty was to Violator. It didn't matter. He had 16,000 ventures, but Vincent Chase was his shit, and that's what Violator was.
Why do you think he cared so much about his clients? I'm sure not every manager was like that. Why him?
No other managers like that. So that's a question we all gotta discover.
The next full episode of Mogul drops on Friday. And if you like what we're doing here, please subscribe, rate, and review on Apple Podcasts. It's a great way to help others find out about the show. Now, come on, internets, help us raise the bar here. For more bonus content and information about the show, follow us on Twitter. The handle is @Mogul. Okay, until Friday, be safe, internets.